So I just completed my augmented showcase for a company called The Conversationalist. And the main intention behind the showcase was just to create a more interactive experience between any audience member and the founder team if they want to explain it during any partnership calls, etc. And so I think that there are tons of different benefits for augmented reality. There are tons of use cases within entertainment, education, etc. But for this use case, I think it's really important to be able to showcase your overall business, your brand, the different facets of it in a much more interactive way through in-person meetings. And so I'll begin here with our mission. Most of these screenshots were just taken from the website, and now they're curated here within frames to create a very similar experience, but again, something that's more interactive. So if I want to see more about what they're doing, then I can actually move up to the frame, read it, and then move back, and everything stays the same way. If I want to understand more about the vision statement, I can also move towards the next frame and then see that as well. And then everything comes back. So if I want to take a look at our space, this is basically what the community looks like for them. So this is just a screenshot of what the community looks like. So I have the opportunity to see all of their home info. I also have the opportunity to see what it actually looks like inside of the community. And so this is a really interesting look where you don't have to pull up the application on the mobile device. You can just pull up the augmented showcase and walk users through exactly what it looks like. Now I'll move here to an event that they have called And We're Live. So again, this is another way without having to pull out the application that they can show exactly what this event looks like. Moving forward, this is a new series that they just launched called Point of View. You can see here that it's their new talk show. This was just a call out that I created through Reality Composer. That way anyone who would walk through would not only be able to see the screenshot through the frame, but they would also have the opportunity to take a look at the call out as well. So just experimenting with tons of different features, attempting to really understand how I can use this space best to help more companies showcase all of their work through this unique way. And then this is just what the TC story is. So start off with what their philosophy is, move into the founding team and who the people behind the company are, some of the A-list people. These are all of their celebrities that they've had the opportunity to meet with or have hosted events for them, any of their panelists, and then different ways to get involved from a community standpoint where you can see they have a Gen Z community, you can be a moderator, host a conversation, etc. And all of that is under their ways to get involved section. So that's our story. And again, those are the first three parts to my left. And then TC Talk, again, experimented with another call out in a different form here. These are just need to know terms that are within the TC community. And these are just different posts that they've created on Instagram to have the opportunity to tell their audience a bit more about different things. So echo chamber is one of the biggest words that's within TC. So they just created a recent post about this. So users have the opportunity to understand what that is. If anyone wants to see a hot takes conversation, what that looks like within the community of the conversationalist, you can have a live screenshot here. And lastly, active listening and understanding that. So again, main intention is to really just increase what the interactivity is between all of the potential users, potential clients with the conversationalist. You learn through information and emotion. I think you get tons of emotion and curiosity throughout this experience, whereas on a website, it's obviously 2D. It's something that is so conventional now, just to pull up a website and show it to someone else. I think this not only increases the amount of unconventionalness that you have in terms of getting people to buy into you and your product, but it has a lot of technical different features that anybody can take a look at, and they have the opportunity to get a really, really great experience. So again, information times emotion equals learning, and I think that this really encapsulates that. So this was me using Reality Composer that I downloaded on the Apple App Store. Was able to just create this. It took me about an hour and a half to ensure that I knew where everything was going to go. Started to build out the frames. That took about another half an hour. So within 2 hours, I was done with this entire showcase. I started to add a couple of the callouts, the balloons, and then once I got outside, I was able to actually start to move around the different features within our mission. I was able to move it up and down accordingly just to make sure that everything was really aligned with one another. But that again took me about another 15 minutes. So really, really cool experience. I have the opportunity to see what this looks like in front of me here, and then as I peek around my phone, there is nothing there. So really, really cool just to see what augmentation looks like. And yeah, that's the overall experience.